Hey everyone, it's Third Art here. So last year, I downloaded an Amino app, and if you haven't heard of it, I highly recommend it because there's tons of amazing communities that range from all sorts of things, from like comic communities to movies to sports to religion to education. Yeah, it's amazing. So obviously I'm an artsy person, so I joined an art Amino called Arts and OCs, as you can see on the far right. That was my first one. It's a very large art Amino group, and it's really lovely. There's a lot of love. Everyone's friendly. You get to share your stuff. You can have your artwork featured. There's rules, obviously. They don't tolerate bullying or negativity, but mainly they focus on fun. So this is it. This is someone's featured artwork. Yeah, it's awesome. Really good stuff. Really nice stuff. They have amazing posts. And this one I just joined recently, which is called the Art Challenges Amino. This is what gave me the idea for this project that I'm going to do, which is I'm going to record my artwork based on challenges that I get from these art aminos. And I will obviously do the same thing that I'm doing here, where I show you guys the posts. Obviously there's no posts here, but yeah, like I'm going to show you guys the posts, and I'm going to just fast forward the whole process, time lapse the whole process of the artwork. Yeah, I'm excited. I just want to do something with my art, and I want to push it. I want to push myself to do better. So yeah, that's all from me, guys. Thank you so much for listening, and let's get started.
Alright everyone, so this is the challenge that I was talking about. It's called Squad Wars, and this post was really awesome. As you'll see, they work really hard. The leaders and the creators, they work really hard on creating really cool aesthetic posts and making it really detailed and everything. It's just really cool, really amazing. So they got started off by introducing the challenge. As you can see, they've stylized it like a game, so press start. They have the, really cool, intricate details like loading game, 5%, 27%, 54%, 89%, 100%. Yeah, it's really cool. They have, in all of these kind of posts, they have the order of their, the details. Yeah, so as you can see, here we go again. Start game, settings, exit, it's really cool. So introduction, yeah, I mean, when I read this, I took my time reading this because it was really awesome. I just wanted to take it all in because I just love the way that they've stylized it. So yeah, you're tasked with a great journey ahead, but first you must choose your path. Each path will lead you down a different adventure, with different objectives. Choose wisely, for you cannot change your choice later in the game. Now, choose your path. I think I read that wrong, but anyways, it's really late here. It's like 12:30 in the morning. So yeah, here you can see they have the medieval path, the futuristic path, and the steampunk path. So I did not go for futuristic, nor did I go for steampunk. I went for the medieval path. Over the mountains and across the seas lays an ancient land full of magic and wonder. Those who wander these lands consist of mythical beasts, magical souls, and glorious warriors. However, there is still a great evil lurking beyond. Thieves and demons and tyrants roam about, seeking destruction and chaos. Will you choose this path and be the one to stop these catastrophes? Yeah, I don't know why I put stupid voice on. Anyways, yeah. So as you can see, look at that. I love this. I just love the style. It's so great. You have three paths to choose from. So yeah. So I just want to take a minute beforehand to apologize. When I recorded through the webcam, I spoke into the webcam. That's why you can see my, oogly fist. But when I played it back, there was a high frequency coming out of the audio quality of the webcam, so I decided that I'm just going to do a voiceover. So here we are now. So I'm going to skip straight to it. Right, so you see the blue pattern in the background that I created. I was trying to go for this effect of a stained glass window, because I find that in places like churches, they have really massive, extravagant, beautiful stained glass windows with symbols, and it's really beautiful. And the way the light, I was going to go for this effect of light breaking through the window, but I found that the more that I carried on with it, it just didn't go with the art piece that I was doing. At least I couldn't feel the vibe that I was feeling with the art piece. So you'll just see me take it away right now. Same with the stained glass. Yeah, so I'm going to undo all of the layers and show you guys the original plan. So originally, I had made, 3 years ago I made an art piece. This is the art piece that you see right now. And I was trying to manipulate it and change it. I wanted to kind of do something new with it. So then I went onto the symmetry ruler, and I put a line in the middle. Let me just pause it here. So I put a line in the middle, and I was going to try and create like a flower. I did create a flower, but it didn't end up being what I wanted it to be. So the plan was to create like a flower, and the light that's floating around the person in the image, I was trying to make the light come out of the flower. The flower's at the bottom. But I found that I didn't like it. It didn't float with me. So I got rid of the original idea and continued with the symmetrical pattern. And I found that I started making a silhouette of someone inside of a hood. And then I carried on with it. And that's what gave me the idea. It reminded me of the challenge, of the Squad Wars challenge on the Arts and OC's Amino, because their host, sorry, you'll see. Wait, or unless I've shown you already, I'm not sure. But yeah, so here, sorry, before I continue, I chose crimson colours, like red crimson colours, because I found that they contrasted really nicely, and at the same time, kind of blended really well with the colour scheme of the light, the teal, and the orange pattern that I have made. And then obviously I added the skin colour of the person, of the figure, and you can see that she's praying. She's holding a rosary, or a necklace, and the symbol is of a cross, because, you know, it stands in her faith. I did a cross on her forehead as well to symbolize it. It's a marking of God and of her faith. Then I began adding light. I like the effect of light coming out of her and surrounding her, because it kind of emphasized this idea of a divine energy around her, and it exudes that. She is exuding that when she prays. I'm just showing you how I did it. So let me pause it here. I used the watercolor, the opaque watercolor, and I chose a light orange, and I lowered the opacity of it, and then I used the smudge tool. Sorry, not smudge, the blending tool, and I did streaks up and down to get this effect of broken rays. In a second you'll see me copy and paste so I copied and pasted the light that I did, and I created a new raster layer that's on top of everything else, and I pasted that light in front of the individual, because I wanted to create this effect of there being light all around her as she prays. I'm talking. So in a second now you'll see me, I created a flower that's floating on top of her. This is basically the flower that you're going to see in a minute is a symbol. Basically I imagined that in real life, if this character was praying, this divine symbol of a flower would appear above her, signifying like the fact that God, or whatever you want to call it, is there. The divine power is there with her, surrounding her and granting her power to use against evil. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I quite like that effect. I quite like the way that the light of the original image kind of bounced behind her. So yeah, you'll see what I do next.